We are Jesse Degens here collectively together. I'm Queen of Degens, aka Jess, or Jessie, or Queenie, whatever you like, really. Just not bro. Just don't call me bro.
Oh yeah, I called you bro on the first day. Whoopsie.
You did, yeah. And I jumped down your throat, didn't I? Don't call me bro.
Yeah, that's right.
So, welcome Degens from all corners of the Degenverse. All Degens are welcome here. The more Degen-y, the better. Tonight we have Chris from Rich Pigz, who is in the hot seat. But before we get into that, I know you all want to hear about the shiny tonight. So we are going to be giving away 5 Protoverse soulless ducks. For the good people that have got in the chat, there may be an issue, I'm just learning, with the upload. So we may let you off just filling in the forms. I'll work that out as we get further into the AMA. Now, Chris has kindly brought along with him tonight some really nice prizes. We've got one SSS NFT, I think that's right. I don't know what all those words mean, but I'm sure you're going to tell us in a second, Chris. We have 3 Rich Pigz up for offer and 3 Willies as well. They all have value. They're all nice. So they're the prizes. It's going to be a good one. We're going to decide the winners of those in a duck race at the end of this AMA. Well, it's going to be a little bit after the AMA so that we can get all the bits and pieces that we need to do to get the duck race up and running and get the lucky winners their shiny new NFTs. So we're giving away a lot and we expect you guys to do a little bit. So thank you for everybody that's already here in the chat. This is the way that we're going to do it. If you haven't already, the first pinned post in the chat tells you exactly what you need to do to qualify to either, you can only do one or the other. You can either win a Protoverse NFT duck, or you can whitelist the duck that you already have to get into the race to potentially win one of 7 NFTs that I just mentioned. So it's one or the other. And we're not giving away soulless ducks to people that have already got them in their wallet. So if you've already got one in your wallet, don't try and get another one because we will see it and you just won't get anything. So you're better off if you've got one, whitelist it and get it in the race so you can win more different NFTs. Okay, so that's enough of my waffle. Oh, something here about, don't be greedy DJs. Don't try and grab all the soulless ducks and get yourself more chances. Like that's just not going to work. That's not going to wash with us. So without any further ado, I'm now going to hand over to our lovely guest / victim, whichever way you want to look at it, who has bravely ventured over from Rich Pigz. Chris, before you introduce yourself to us, I asked you to think of something funny to tell the DJs, to tell us, to make us laugh, or not, as the case may be. So, go on, give us your funny.
Yeah, hi there. So when I first got into crypto a couple of years ago, to be honest, a lot of people thought I was a crypto whale. But actually, I was telling people that I'm a person from Wales. I'm a crypto whale, but it's the accent you see, and I'm from the country of Wales. Not that I am a whale. So I just like to, clarify that a little bit. And also, I'm super skinny. I'm definitely not a fucking whale. So moving forward, my name is Chris, as you know. You can see my handler as Cosmicnomics around the place. I kind of got that name from the whole tokenomics and brought my nickname Cosmic into it because I used to be a huge LSD fan back in the day. And I'm the owner of Rich Pigz Binance Smart Chain. I'm not the founder. I am not the creator. Basically, I came into the project like any other old person, buying a collection, enjoying the art or what may seem to be in the art because it was not revealed at the time. And to be honest, the project died down. Nothing was happening. So I reached out to the owner said I will chill for you the project a little bit, try to get it back up on its feet. And after a couple of days, about 10 days or so, she confessed to me that she had a few personal issues. I'm not going to go into that. And then, offered if I wanted to buy it. So after some negotiations and thinking, why would I want to buy it? So the first thing I did was look at it from a holder's point of view. Okay, as a holder, what do I want? Then let's try to give that to other holders. And then obviously looking at the community, what they wanted. So for example, the first thing they wanted was to have the art revealed. So yeah, that's what I did. I'm all about giving back to the community. So at the moment, the smaller utilities that I have always doing, is the raffles. For every one NFT minted, it comes with an ID, as we know. I use that ID during the period to choose the winners. Down the line, there will be a stronger utility. And that'll be the staking, where we'll continuously providing that passive income. I'm going to choose a token, which is a reflectionary token, and that token will also give you a side income as well. So it'll be like a double win situation. One moment. That's a little bit about myself and why I got into the project. And that started for myself the 20th of May. Now, I've started, so I'm going raffles. Now, for example, I want to do random giveaways as well. So an example, when I hit now 100 members in my Telegram, I'm going to choose one of the people in my list, and I'm just going to do a random drop of something to their wallet. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something nice. It's going to be something worthwhile. And for me, it's just a little appreciation, a thank you. A thank you for coming into the community. A thank you for reading through the website. You obviously agree with what I'm doing or interested on further on what I may have to offer. And that's why you're still in the chat room or in the pigsty, as we call it. Thank you for that. So the collection itself started off as a collection of 2,050 NFTs. Ideally, the previous owner was going to get 50 minted and then give away, get 2,000 minted and then give away 50 to its top holders. Now, I don't really like that kind of situation. So what I have personally done so far already is burnt 20 of the NFTs, and down the line, I'll probably do 2 more burns with collaboration with the community and other projects, and we'll make a poll for it. So that I am a community-driven project also, rather than just taking the full lead, because it's all about benefiting each other as one. So and reason why am I burning? Well, not only to reduce the supply, but also in return, I will slowly wanting to increase the value of the NFTs for minting to prolong a sustainable future for the project.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
Hold on. Can I just ask a question then? So you're talking about burning NFTs. So
yes.
Your NFTs currently have a value, right?
They do, yes.
What is the value of them right now?
Right now, you can mint one NFT for $9.
$9, okay. And then how much potentially can that price rise by the burns that you're talking about? Okay,
so the maximum I will raise the price of the NFT will be the maximum of $12. And I believe when I first took over the project, they were $7. And I would like to do that in 2 more steps, to be honest. And I'd like to do that in 2 more steps. So the reason for that is that within the collection itself, there is no rarities, there is no 1/1s. So because of that, I want to kind of make the whole collection a little bit more rare. So while we are moving forward towards staking, and as the supply is getting a little bit shorter, then for me, I feel there's going to be a bit of a higher demand to want to mint that NFT, especially once the calculations have been announced and we will learn to know what the rate is per one NFT per day of the given token. And that's the reason for one of the reasons for burning the supply slowly. It's just to increase that reason. Is that answered for you?
Yeah. That's what I wanted. I was just trying to get my little monkey brain
And
around.
I'd like to add to that, sorry, look, looking at other projects and other utilities and what other projects do have, yeah, some of them are very amazing, and I can understand why their minting price is also much higher. But looking at some projects with a little bit similarities in the way that they are working, and yeah, to be honest, I believe $12 at the maximum mint is a reasonable ask, to be honest, in comparison to what is going on, plus the utilities and the giveaways that I'm doing at the moment. For example, we're now on the third raffle only, and I've already given away 90 worth of GeoLeaf token, and this giveaway itself is, I believe, is $80 worth already in itself. Now that's thanks to one of my members. And they donated some of that back into the vault, into the giveaway wallet. So thank you for that, feeder. But yeah, so I'm quite excited actually about what's to come. Yeah, of course the market is a bit slow at the moment, but that's fine. That gives me time to work, and that gives me time to build. And at the moment, for me, it gives me time to make collaborations. I rather quality over quantity, but projects that can work together, that can benefit each other. And yeah, moving forward, I'm excited for it. I just want to bring people together, in a space that we can be relaxed, that we can trust each other, that we know that there's not going to be a rug pull. I don't really get the rug pull situation in NFTs because there's no LP, but I understand that people obviously promote their projects, they hype it up, they get some money, and they do fucking nothing. I guess that's a rug pull in NFT world. I have recently been rug pulled, to be honest. So yeah, I don't want to be like that. And that's, the part of the security that I offer is just my word of mouth for now. Of course, when the utilities are built and the platforms are there, yeah, they will be signed and they will be announced. And I know the people who are going to build them, they also have built for many projects. And it's a safe word out there. I don't want to name that person because I haven't spoke with him about that for now. But later on, yeah, if he's happy for me to mention his name, then I will do so. Yeah, and is there any questions up till now?
Yeah. So you're talking about staking. So you're going to build a DApp so that people can actually stake their NFTs, and then what will the rewards be paid in?
Okay, so the NFTs when they're staked, I am going to choose. I didn't want to mention it just yet. I wanted to speak with them, but I will mention it. I am going to choose the token GeoLeaf. Now, this is on the Binance Smart Chain. It is also on the Grove blockchain. It's a new token that was released less than 2 months ago now. It's a great team there. They have great aspiration about trying to tackle global water crisis. Now, I'm not naive about the problems in the world. I used to be a fundraiser for many years, and I know they're not going to be solved. But I would like to have a token that is helping others. Now, with this token, for every buy and sell, there is a 10% tax, and 4% of that is rewarded back into the holders with the growth token. Now, so it's a win-win situation in that sense. And the token price now, it's a very good entry. So currently I'm filling up the staking wallet as much as I can. Because what I would like actually is that when I set a fixed rate, that I'm able to fill the pool for, let's say, for example, 50% of the supply can stake for 6 months. And then within 3 months later, I can raise enough revenue to add another 6 months. So that way, this is where then it benefits the holders, because as the price or the value either drops or rises with GeoLeaf over time, then I don't have to adjust the amount of tokens that you are receiving per one NFT. So therefore, it'll be consistent. And on the side of that, you're also being rewarded with Grove. So once you withdraw your GeoLeaf from the staking pool, from the DApp, then also remind yourself to add the Grove address to your wallet, because you will also have free Grove tokens too. And that's a win-win situation in myself. And then you can use, I'm not going to give any financial advice, but you can do whatever you like with that.
We do degen financial advice here. We have a Rose command, actually. If you write DFA in the chat, you'll get a link to Rose's degen financial advice. So that's okay. Right. So I'm just trying to I'm just trying to understand the numbers. So people buy an NFT for $9. So what happens for that $9? Where does that go? Because obviously that's got to feed the reward wallet,
Of
right?
course,
So,
yeah. So I have a
so what's the
breakdown of
split?
that, and that is on my website. Let me just click onto it, and I can be accurate in what I'm saying.
You can even share your screen if you like.
I'm not computer savvy. Okay, so for every one NFT purchased, minted, naturally taking into account down the line, the value of these NFTs will go up to $12, yes. So anyways, regardless of the price, the percentages are always the same. I will use 40% for staking. I will use 30% for raffles and giveaways. There'll be 10% for development. There'll be 4% for the minting platform, 5% roughly for the fees and so forth on, and there will also be 1% reserved. Now, so that is helping us to grow for the future, for sustainability, collaborations, and of course, a 40% for staking. That's a very high percentage to ensure that there's a long life reward system for the holders, so it is passive income eventually, that they do break even, that they do turn it into profits. And I'm just doing that based on my experience so far on how to tweak it, how to tweak it a little bit so that it's generous enough, but not too generous, of course, that it doesn't it makes the project bankrupt, of course. So
Exactly.
for me, I feel that these are, very, very good percentages, in my opinion.
Okay, and that's a great segue into a question that I was going to ask you a bit earlier. But would you like to tell us a little bit about your experience in crypto? When did you get in? How long have you been here? And have you done
of course, no
anything? Have
problem.
you built anything before?
Yeah, so I got in crypto during the lockdown here in Netherlands, which was 2 years ago, February, just passed. I was working with a friend. He got into something called Bitvavo. He showed me some good gains. I was like, okay, wow, this is pretty impressive. Let me get into that. And I basically aped the shit out of getting into SafeMoon when it first was launched. So I was all over that, and I really enjoyed their,
millionaire then, right? You're a SafeMoon millionaire.
No, unfortunately, no, because I'll get into that a little bit later, because that's just me being stupid, and I put all my eggs into one basket. So that was 2 years ago. I'm not a day trader, I fucking don't have time for day trading. But I'm more of a, buy, hold, accumulate, buy on the dips and see what happens type of situation. Yeah, there was a few projects that, I lost a little bit here, lost a little bit there, but not great deals. So held on the SafeMoon over 2 years, other projects as well. And then, unfortunately, around about November, just gone, seemed like a great project at the time, was too good to be true. I got some very good gains in the first month. Second month, not so many good gains. Third month went a bit slow. And then fourth month, all the LP was removed. But sadly, I had sold my portfolio and put it all into one investment. So that is a lesson learned. I guess we all need it along the lines. So now,
I did that as well.
And it's fucked up. It is what it is. 12, 13K down the drain. But that's okay, just don't tell the wife. But now, so from that, I was like, okay, I want to change, a little bit. And then I got introduced into NFTs. Again, I aped straight into a project, became the whale there, an actual whale this time, not the Welsh whale. And, I started making calculations, and then I realized that, to be honest, to earn something is going to take like 4 to 6 years compared to the amount of money I need to spend on minting. This is not the system that I like. So then I started being introduced into different projects. I'm not going to mention names, but they are some very great projects, and I've minted shitloads for them to support the project. And I will hold those NFTs to close to me, except for the ones that I like to give away. And I do that because I want other people to taste the goodness. I want to share the wealth. And that's just generally me. That's my ethos. But no, I've only been in NFTs since February, March, so it's quite new to me. And that's why you probably see me pestering a lot of people, asking a lot of questions in a lot of different chat rooms, because I'm trying to learn as much as I can in a short amount of time.
Yeah. And that's really cool, Chris. Thank you. I think for me anyway, I'm getting a really good feel of your project. So this is being born out of your passion for the good bits of DeFi that you've experienced.
Yeah,
And
you could say
now,
that. Yeah, it's early days. I'm not even 10% mintage yet, so there's a long road ahead. I haven't given myself a time frame. I haven't really given myself a roadmap in the per se of a time frame. They're more for me phases. And when I finish some phases, then I'll move on to and I will list the next phases. But down the road, I will build a new website that will be more secure, etc., etc. And I would like to place a solid roadmap on there. But I'm going to try and get one or two team members, let's say, also to be supportive for the time that are not available, so we can put heads together. Three brains is better than one at the end of the day.
for sure. So you're doing everything at the moment.
Yes, I am doing everything at the moment. Obviously, I know one person's in the room now with us in the TG chat, and the other guy is working. I do speak to these guys occasionally and ask for a bit of advice. Do you think this is a good idea? As a holder, would you like this maybe? So yeah, at the moment, I'm kind of doing things by myself, and I'm blessed that I have a website and that was made free for me, but I don't have access to it, so I cannot make any changes for it. But I'm happy to be honest. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had one. So when I actually received the project, I literally received a contract. That was it. No beta data, no website. Twitter just literally got blocked, so I had to start a new one. The Telegram had hundreds of people in, but considering there was only like 14 holders, clearly most of them weren't holders. So then I deleted that, and I literally started everything again, actually, from the 20th of May. And this is how far I've got so far. And I'm pretty happy, to be honest with it. I feel we're on a good path.
So
I say we, it's like it's
very early. Very early.
Yeah,
Now,
very early.
you can help me a bit
exactly.
because I've actually come around because I've been a bit left behind so far as NFTs are concerned, and I'm only just starting to get my head around them now. Because when the first NFT craze, I just saw people selling JPEGs and MP4s really, but obviously everything's evolved, the ecosystem's evolved, and the functionality's evolved as well. So I'm just trying to get my head round, and this is where you can really break it down for a true degen like me. If I mint, say, 5 of your NFTs now,
Yes.
and then obviously got the incentive for holding on to them because that gives me access to your giveaways, your raffles, and
That's correct,
and then the staking which you're going to bring in. But in
Yes.
the long term, as people mint more of your NFTs and you start to burn them, how could I cash in? Because let's have it right. I'm here to make money.
Okay, yeah.
Monkey
So
brain. I want to buy stuff and then I want to sell it. So how does that work?
Okay, so obviously NFTs can be sold on secondary markets, such as NFT Key, where we are listed at the moment. I have just put through an application also for another platform, but I haven't heard back off them. So yeah, you can list them there and sell them if people want to buy them for bidding. Now, this is the beauty where if you get in early, for example, the earlier ones, they bought them at $7. The current ones are buying them at the $9. Later on, people are going to be buying them at $12. So when I burn a little bit, I'm not going to burn a huge an amount because my supply is quite small actually, but that should also raise the floor price slightly. So therefore, the global price should be at a very good place realistically. Or otherwise, if you want to then sell them later on, yeah, that is something, where all NFT projects, I believe, have that kind of similar question and answer that, yeah, they're only going to be sold desirable to the person who wants to buy them. But I believe once all utilities are in place and working, and I have a few ideas moving forward about other things as well, then yeah, I don't think you'd want to sell them, to be honest. I think you would prefer to hold them and stake them and use the money for example, if you wanted, you wanted money, you have a bill and unforeseen, a bill that is unforeseen, let's say, then yeah, it'd be maybe better to then cash out and take your rewards in that way from the staking pool. Yes, like that. I'm not going to say from the prizes because that is gambling, whereas staking is a guaranteed fixed return. The prizes, yeah, that part is, like I say, is a gamble. But the beauty is, for example, if you minted 5, that gives you 5 entries. You could win all 3, first, second, and third. Now, the first prize I believe the one guy won first and third. And then the second time, yeah, there was a new winner for each place. So that's also quite nice. And in the prizes, there are Rich Pigz as well. Those Rich Pigz that are won in the prize are minted after the competition ends, which guarantees you also entry into the next competition. So there's a roll-on prize raffle continuously happening. Naturally, when this collection is completely sold out, well, I'm not there yet, so I don't really need to think about it so much. But you understand that obviously raffles won't really happen then because there's no more minting unless I start doing larger raffles, just randomness, moving forward from that point. Does that help you?
And that is actually a great lead into where my next thought was. So, I mean, you're right at the beginning now because you've only got 10% minted. So you've still got another 90% to go. But when you get to the last NFT that's minted, what's going to happen to the project then? I mean, how are you? No,
that's a very good question. Of course, I want to keep the project going. Of course, I want to go. Okay, well, that's it. It's done. Finish. To be fair, my wife was just proper fudding me about these things. Actually, like, well, it was blah blah blah. So yeah, it was good for her. So it made me think. So the options I've been looking at currently is to start possibly a second collection, which I see a lot of other projects doing, having multiple collections, but to bring that collection into the same ecosystem. So almost like just an extension of this collection, if that makes sense. And then I've been looking recently at the Lysians and what they are looking to offer about being able to use your NFT as a PFP, which also allows you to earn rewards. I'm not going to do that currently with this project, but I would like to maybe link that into the next collection. And yeah, I would really like to think of a way that is a smart contract where, yeah, essentially the collection just kind of rolls on like a domino effect into another collection. So therefore, they work back to back together with an ecosystem, and hopefully by then we've got some very great collaborations with RichPigz, and then we can also grow together in that way. Working with each other as a bigger team. Like I said, I would like to hire some, a couple of members as well, so we can discuss these future possibilities. Because I don't want the project to end. I don't want it to be like, okay, well that's it done. Thank you very much. At the moment, I'm not taking any money for myself. To be honest, I bought it at a fair price, and really, I just want everything to be set in stone. And maybe I'll take some money for myself in the second collection. But first, I just want this to be so solid that, I can sit back and go, that's a fucking good achievement. I'm really happy with myself. I want to be proud of what I've created and hear that from the members, from the from the minters, and I want to see them to be happy also. Like I say, I'm not only the owner, I'm also looking at the perspective that I'm also a holder. Now, to be honest, I didn't feel it didn't sit right, to be honest, having so many NFTs of this project, and that's why I also burnt 10 of my own NFTs. Because it's a bit for me, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like to have a crypto project and be the top whale of that project. That doesn't sit right with me either.
You just took $90 out your pocket and set fire to it for the project.
Yeah, basically, for the project, yes. Because it will raise the floor for everyone else, and it will benefit everyone else. And in return, of course, we all benefit together eventually. And and that's the longer vision that I have. Because I don't have a short vision.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm listening to you, and like I said to you when we first started chatting, I like these kinds of projects because just like the majority of the people, if not everybody here in this space, I've gone through a whole cycle of, all this shit and scummy people that are just here to make I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, we all come to make money, and we want to make money. But
naturally,
there's just so much scamminess, and like you said, drugs, and it's just a sea of shit that we're fighting against at the moment. So when I come across a project like yours, it's tiny, small in the scheme of things. It's tiny, but I can see that there's some genuineness behind this, and you know, and I think it's really beautiful when things, because obviously you're from the community, you're building for the community, and it sounds to me like you want to try and get the community involved as well.
For the community, by the community, yeah, that's a great picture. That's quite poetic. I like that.
You can have that one for free. I'll send you more later. Jesse Marketing. I'm going to be turning up in your chat. Sir, I have a marketing proposal. Don't even get me started on that. Do you know, I get them turning up in my DMs. Like, seriously, I'm like, I own a lounge. For fuck's sake, what's the matter with you? You're coming trying to sell me marketing proposals for the thing that I do? Like, what? What's the matter with these people? Anyway, I digress. Chris, like I said to you, and I know you're a busy man, because obviously this is, like for so many of us, this is your labour of love, so to speak, and you have a day job that you have to get back to as well, don't you? So I don't want to take up too much of your time. And also, DJs tend to have the attention span of a gnat. I'm speaking for myself there. So is there anything that you haven't told us about your project and your plans already that you want to get in before we wrap this up? Or
no, there's nothing more I would want to say, to be honest. Just take advantage really of the $9 per mint as it speaks. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be raising the price for a very long time, but take advantage of that, get involved. There's a great raffle at the moment with some very good NFTs from very great projects, and you're going to love what is coming next for a raffle. And the next raffle is a very limited amount of spots, actually, because the prize is pretty fucking epic. That's about it. And if you have any questions, please jump over into my Telegram, DM me, whatever, and I will respond as honest and as transparent as I possibly can. And if I can't, then I just won't fucking answer you, as simple as that. I am who I am. Thanks for having me. Love you all. And good day and good night.
It's absolutely wicked, Chris. I just got a couple more for you. You plan to be here you plan to be here with your brand new project, RichPigz, into the next cycle, right?
Into the next what, sorry?
Into the next cycle. Into the
next cycle of what?
Into the next run-up of Bitcoin that we're all eagerly
anticipating. Yes. When it gets half. Yeah, well, to be honest, it'd be nice if I mint out before then. But yes, no, definitely, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. It's not like I'm going to make a quick €1,000 and do a fucking runner. At the end of the day, I just, I'm going to be for a good endurance, Like, this is quite a hobby for me. I'm a chef. I don't really get to see many people. I live in a foreign country. I have wife and kids, so I'm very busy with them. And this for me is also a way of socializing, It's a way of, letting my hair loose, per se. I'm going to be around for a while. So, I hope you guys like me. And if not, well, tough shit. Because, you're going to hear a lot of me. You're going to see a lot of me. And I hope I can see and hear a lot of you guys too.
Spoken like a true boy from the valley.
That's the thing. I had to reel it in a little bit there. I'd be like, well, hang on a minute. Not everybody here understands or knows where I come from and how we speak. Let's make it a little bit professional, and because, of course I am from the valleys, and we're all fucking pikeys up there, like little traveller gypsy people living in houses. So,
I've lived there for a few years,
Yeah, I'm from the Rhondda and Taff Valley. I am down in the Rhondda, where Margaret Thatcher fucked us all.
And just for the record, for anybody around the world, Wales is a country. It's not next door to London.
Yeah, it's not a city. We have our own national language. We have a Welsh dragon flag, probably the best flag in the world, and it's very beautiful. And if you don't know where it is, that's good. But that means it'll stay beautiful. So don't fucking visit, basically. Let's keep it beautiful.
until I get it. I spent quite a few years in Wales, as you know, and I do know I know a couple of words in Welsh. One of them is araf, because of course
Slow.
it's written at every road junction, right? And the other,
araf means slow,
of course, kaidageg.
Oh, that's shut your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak fluent Welsh, actually. Yeah, I went to a Welsh-speaking school, but it was in London, of all places. My mother sent me to a school called Llundain. But hey-ho, weird she is.
All right, one last one. This is really important. They're all waiting for a secret code word so they can get their forms uploaded. Can you give us a secret code word, please?
Yes, the secret code word is pussy. Since I'm giving away willies, why not have pussy?
That is very appropriate for Jessie DJs. Chris, you've been an absolute star. Thank you so much for coming and chatting to us about Rich Pigz tonight. Honestly, it's been a real pleasure having you in here. It's been a lot of fun. And I'll definitely be smooching about in your projects and watching with interest to see where you go and hopefully see you blow up properly. So guys in the chat now, get your Google Forms in now, upload them. I understand that there's a problem with the screenshots uploading. So I'm gonna be nice to you. You don't have to upload the screenshots of the proof. We're gonna trust you. But what I will say is, if you're in the duck race and you're one of the lucky winners, we will check that you're following Jessie DJs on Twitter, and we will check that you're in Rich Pigz Telegram group, because that is only fair. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up. You guys have now got, look, it's 9 minutes to 7. You have until 1 minute past 8 to get your forms uploaded to us. After that time, no more forms will be accepted, no matter what. So you need to get on it. You need to do it now. With that, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much, Chris. Do you have any final parting words for us? Chris? I think we may have lost Chris. Okay, I'm going to wrap this one up now. Thank you all for being in here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this half as much as I've enjoyed it. We're going to go and do all the bits and bobs now. We will announce the winners of the Solus NFTs. We'll post that up in the chat. And you all have, hopefully, you people that are holding NFT, Solus Duck NFTs or Protoverse NFTs, you might have the nice posh hero ones like we have. Hopefully you're already subscribed to the race and you know how the system works. We'll post up some instructions as well for the people that are winning the NFTs. And we will see you all in about half an hour for the race. The race will start at 7:15. I think the lobby is going to shut, or the lobby's going to open, so no more subscriptions can be made at 7:30. I think that's what we said. But check it, it's all there anyway. So I'm going to mute myself up now, switch my camera off. I'm going to leave the chat open and switch the recording.
Jesse, one thing before you leave, Jesse, nobody can upload to the form. I had a look.
No, I've already fielded that. What I'm saying is, because of the technical issue, they don't have to upload their screenshots. Or are you trying to tell me something different, Camilo?
What you need?
They can upload the form though, can't they?
No, I wasn't looking. I raised the limit from 1 megabyte to much more, and the limit from 1 file to more, but it's not helping.
No, so what I've said is they don't have to upload screenshots tonight.
Okay, super. I just
So-
wanted to be sure you knew.
Yes, I know. I said thank you. You need to keep an eye on me. No, I know, I'm aware of that. So what I'm saying is, I'll put it in the chat as well now. People can upload their forms with their wallet address, their Twitter name, which they have to use if they're racing their duck, needs to be the same Telegram name, and the password that we gave a few minutes ago, that if you were here, you would have heard. I'm not going to repeat it again. So, yeah, I think that should work. I think people should be able to upload their stuff and we can sort it all out. Right, I'm going to switch my camera off, mute myself up, stop the recording and get in the chat with you guys.